Good morning. Good morning. I am Dory Joe Stoll with Prairie Scraps, and I'm just waiting here to get into the crafty bunch. So bear with me. I know it's been a while since I've been on. I do have the link down below if you'd like to shop with me. Can't mention it all that much in this one, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm glad you're here. I know it's been a while since I've been live. I had a event over the weekend and I'm still trying to recover. So we're here. All right, we are going live. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am Dory Joe with Prairie Scraps, and I'm here on YouTube and Facebook. And if you are watching this first beginning part, go ahead and say hashtag replay because you're probably watching the replay because I don't see anybody here yet. I am currently waiting to go into the Crafty Bunch, and we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Good morning, Kimberly. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. I am trying to recover from my craft fair on Saturday. It was a long day, a big weekend. During my craft fair, I had to go play for 2 hours at another building during another craft fair and play the bass for the orchestra in town. So I had a super busy. Unfortunately, it ended up I was gone for most of the really busy part in my booth, but my girls and my girlfriend Amber, they handled it like a charm. So, but my house is destroyed. Of course, I haven't started decorating my own house Christmas yet. Have you guys started decorating for Christmas? Have you started? Is your tree up? Put tree down below if your tree is up. We just got ours decorated last night. We didn't finish. We have to find the star, and I usually put burlap ribbon around it, so that's what we're waiting for. I have to find it. The issue is that my piano studio is kind of the holding place for all the storage. When storage comes out, good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for running this event in the Crafty Bunch today. I'm assuming you're getting me on into the Crafty Bunch for Crafter's Choice today. I'm kicking off the day over in the Crafty Bunch. But anyway, so my piano studio is like the storage unit is through one door, and then through the other door is the house. And so when we pull out Christmas stuff out of the attic in the storage area, it comes out and sits in my piano room or in the downstairs of the storage. But either way, it's kind of far, and then you have to go all the way through the piano studio to get to the house. Piano music studio, I should say music, because I'm teaching almost as many guitar students as I am piano students this year. Kind of a weird turn of events, I guess. I don't know. Everybody's wanting to do, their kids are all wanting to do guitar this year. Don't ask me why. I think piano's better. I'm just saying. So anyway, and I have sort of a musical Christmas decoration to do today. So I hope that you'll join in. If you found me from over in the Crafty Bunch, hopefully Cheryl's getting me in. She usually says hello. But she is probably getting me in right now. Hello, Becky. Good to see you. Do you guys have your tree up while we're kind of waiting? I want to know. Put your tree down below if you have your tree up. Is it done? We got our decorations on. I think I'm going to end up with 4 trees. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. This is the Crafty Bunch. It's Crafter's Choice today, and I have chosen to do a musical Christmas tree craft today. I have a Shadowbox I've been holding on to and I didn't want to do because I've been working on things to sell, and I didn't want to sell this. But anyway, I don't know why. I would have sold it. I still would sell it if it turns out really good. But anyway, I got this great Shadowbox, which is really awesome. Really awesome. And I've been kind of hoarding it. I've had an idea. Thank you, Cheryl. If you go back after we're finished here, I'll be on for 45 minutes doing this Christmas craft. And after this point, make sure you go back and just refresh and watch all the other crafters. Up after me is my good friend Michelle, and she is with Create with Love, Libby Lou. And she is gonna, I'm sure, have some really great great thing that she's working on. So this is my shadow box that I have. You can't see through it. I know you're like, what kind of shadow box is this? But it's got plexiglass in the front, but it's also got this film on it, which FYI, if you ever work with acrylic things, I worked with some tags last year. I thought it was all trending and everything. Sorry, that's kind of gross noise. Hello, Karen. But anyway, that's kept there so when in shipping it doesn't get all scratched up. But I did some small acrylic tags from one of the craft stores last year. Thought it was all trending and everything, and then realized that there was an actual gosh, I can't get my garbage can open today. Oh, it's backwards. I can see what's going on. Okay. Sorry. I feel like I'm moving back in. Oh, fun, Karen. That's so fun. Yes. My etching. You know what? None of my big glass etching things went, so I still have those. I'm not sure. They're getting stored right now, I guess. But anyway, you could, I guess, I don't know. The acrylic, I'm not sure you want to etch it. I would more likely use like a frost. I actually think my frost is dried up. I think it's kind of dried up. I don't know. I haven't used it in over a year, so that's my own fault. But anyway, I'm just going to stick this back in for right now. But that comes out, and now you can see it's got a nice shadow box. And then this back is even better. I'm just going to stick that back in so it's all ready. It's got a little magnet so it shuts, but the back actually comes off. So you can take the back out. It's double-sided. There's wood on one side, as you can see. And then the other side is like a painted wood, so you don't even really have to do anything to it. I'm actually considering doing the wood side, to be honest. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm glad you've been etching. That's so much fun. Let's see if I can get this out. Buying gold for a small amount. It is. But you know, like when you scrape it off, make sure you scrape off the extra, put it back in the jar because you can reuse it. So it does, even though you put it on a little bit, you like paint it on heavy, you can put it back in the jar and reuse it later. So this is the back. It's actually double-sided and you can get replacements for it. So, and these are buy two, get one free. So right now, so if you want more information about that, oh, I do have a link so you can shop with me. I know how to do this really. There it is. Yay. I'm good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I love having people here to watch. So anyway, it's white. Anytime they paint something white, I seriously do not want to change it. So I'm actually thinking about using this side. And you could flip it. You could do two different sides. And then there are replacements, so you could just replace it out. But my thought is, I don't know. At some point, I might decide to go ahead and do a couple of different things. Okay, so here's my music part. I'm going to be doing a vintage tree in 3D, a vintage tree cutout. And isn't it cute? It's got like little presents and everything. Do you guys have your trees up? Put tree down below if you have your tree up. But I want the background to be with music. I looked for Christmas Tree in the music form. I found Silent Night, Joy to the World, all the ones, and could not find it. This one is Oh Holy Night, so it's okay. It's a transfer. So I think I'm going to use that transfer, but I'm not certain. I really, really, really love the background on this little snowman. Although I don't want the snowman, I want a Christmas tree. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I like this vintagey look. I really don't know what we're doing today. I have ideas in my head and we're gonna just kind of go with it. So because this is a wood surface, let me put you down a little bit here. Sorry. I'm here. There we go. Tree, yay. You're so good. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. That always helps. I am a small business, so it helps to do all the things. Share, sprinkle the love. But anyway, I'm going to just wax this to start with. You don't want to use a ton of wax. One time, I didn't think, I didn't think wax could be a problem, but it can be because if you put too much, it won't. The transfer definitely will not stick there. I'm kind of thinking about putting this as the background and doing everything else except, and then just kind of patchworking it in. I love the greens here. I don't know. I can't make up my mind, to be honest. I'm wondering how much. There is a little bit of an edge, so I really like this little guy. This was last month's monthly club, and man, it's my favorite. And I don't mean to like promote something you can't get, but this is a good one. This is a good one. I just liked it so much. But I don't want Mr. Snowman. I'm wondering, I'm going to take out my tree and see if it's going to cover up where it is. Maybe I just use plain music. Should I use plain music or should I try to use the vintage? Aloha, Summer. Thank you for joining us all the way from Hawaii. We are having, you'd be interested to hear this. My little computer, when it came on this morning, says record temperatures. And I could tell you record not in a bad way. I'm so excited. It was like 59 yesterday. 59. I was thinking of you like, oh, it was nice of you to send some of your weather. To me, 59 is like shorts weather, go without a jacket weather, sit out in the sun weather. Maybe not to you, but to me it is. All right. See, I think if I put that there, it's don't want to do any color. I'm just going to do like a black paste on the background. So I think I'm gonna give it a go because this is a vintage snowman background. This is the vintage tree we're going to make. Oh, I was thinking that was a wood one, but all right, it's all good. We're gonna figure it out. I'm actually thinking about using, I gotta look at it. I was thinking about using my black shimmer. Oh no, we're not using black shimmer. Some of these shimmers, I just didn't do a lot of shimmers this year. Yeah, that's really stuck. That's a no. We'll be moving on. I can revive this. I just need to put some water in there, mix it up real good, and you guys don't have to watch that. Hi, is it Lana? Thank you for watching. I'm going to use our black velvet instead. And I'm going to try to remember as I'm talking not to do the snowman. I don't want the snowman there. And I'm going to try to kind of patch it in with other things. And I could do whatever behind this because I'm going to put this tree cut out on top of it. So I'm going to work my way out. Oops, I guess I didn't grab enough for sure. And I am just using chalk paste. This is totally non-toxic. Works really nice with a squeegee. It's my little fun squeegee. And I'm doing it all black. I don't want to. I was looking for, Christmas tree. I know you can print off music, but it I don't know. It drives me nuts when I find, free print offs. I'm sorry. It drives me nuts when you can get free print offs and it's not the legitimate music, or if the notes are wrong, that bothers me. If they look wrong, I cannot deal with it. I am a music teacher in my home. I have a private studio. I'm actually a music therapist. So I don't like wrong music. Do you guys have your tree up? I know Karen has her tree up, which is exciting. Trying to get everything except this little snowman. We can always turn it around if we don't like it, or we can sand off the surface, either one. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave it. There's a little bird down here. Maybe I'll put him in there. It's okay. I just don't want the snowman so much. All right. There is a tree on there. I'm fine with the tree in the background, but I'm not really wanting. So we're going to peel this up. Woo, almost lost it. Not too bad. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so what I need to do is maybe fill in a little bit of this with some music and things. You can kind of see the bird. I'll hold it up in just a minute. I'm pretty covered here. Oops. And I don't want to smear it. Don't want to smear it. Oh, I never checked to see. Because we have working with the box frame. Look at this. I'm starting the morning off good. This feels like a Monday, but it's Wednesday. I'm still recovering from the weekend. Hello, Kathleen. Good to see you. So glad you're here. And Sharon, glad you were watching. Do you guys have your Christmas decor up yet? We started the tree last night. I had to wait till after the craft show. I always kind of been thinking about it before the last craft show, but all right. It is a little, I put it off to the side a little bit. I'm not super happy about that, but it's okay. Right? It's a little, do you see that? Isn't that pretty? I think it's very pretty. Love it. Okay, I do want to, however, fill in some of this. And I think if I bring this section down and put it right here, I don't know if I can repeat it or not. We're gonna do some fixing. This might be difficult just because, well, I see the snow. And thankfully I can kind of, I know how music is supposed to look. All right. Right. I don't want that outside border again. So I'm just going to work on, whoops, that looks crooked. Just trying to line up the staves. I guess the plural of it. I'm trying to see, I only need a little bit right here. So I'll do that right now and see how that goes. It's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. We're kind of doing something a little bit different today, getting the background on. It's okay if I think if it looks a little, I don't want to do that bottom part. Okay. And I can see where maybe I should have, my tree doesn't go all the way over, so I might even shift it. We're going to have fa la la. Actually, it ends up, I think, being fa la la. I just don't want it to look strange or disconnected. That would not be good. Just going to do it again here. It's not really going to show too much. I just want it to, there. Because I'm going to put the tree right there. So it's okay. I kind of got the bird's head again on that swipe. Hi, Debbie. How are you today? So glad you're here. We are doing a Christmas shadow box, and I'm just doing the background here on this before I move on to the next part. Kind of make it a mess for sure. Hey, it wouldn't be crafting if you weren't messy. Raise your hand. Put your hand out if you are a crafty messer, a messy crafter. That's how my morning's going. Oh my goodness. Believe it or not, I taught music lessons last night and I did okay. I thought I've got a lot more tonight and then Christmas choir practice after that. It's just music. Christmas is music for sure when you're a musician. And then I was like kind of just pondering around, and all of a sudden I went and read a couple of emails, yesterday, which I'm not great at answering emails. So if you want to get a hold of me, message me on Facebook. It's probably an easier way. Okay, let me hold that up so you can see. I kind of patched those in. It's not perfect, but it's okay because we're going to take this and put this over this section that doesn't look exactly perfect. It's going to be okay. it's totally going to be okay because it's not going to be the focal point. Okay. Okay. I'm going to set that aside, and that is washable. So I've already used this about 5 times. I made a t-shirt out of that vintage snowman because I love it so much. And make sure you go ahead and follow me because I love to have new followers, and I try to go live 2 to 3 times a week, and you just never know what I'm going to be up to. Just never know. Okay, so we got that done. Got that set aside to dry, and now we're going to work on this cute little Christmas tree. And I'm actually contemplating, well, how are we doing for time? Oh, my computer camera is, or my computer is 15 minutes behind time. So you guys holler at me if I'm getting close to time. Holler at me. Okay. Set that aside. I'm thinking about painting the background of this something. Maybe Dune. Just because I don't want it to. Okay, this is the rejected transfer. Trying to remember where my Dune is. Where are you, Dune? I haven't seen it yet this morning. Dune is kind of an off-white. Maybe I should. Oh, I know. I've got a camel. And I have put some baking powder in it. And I think that's what I'm going to use. I just want to do a background. If you ever get our cutouts and struggle with getting, because they're reusable, they're like kind of a plastic surface. I don't know if you can tell that, but you can wash it. Oh, let me get my, is this guy going to fit on either way? That looks like that's the right side. All right. I'm going to brush this on. And what I did was this is Camel, my chalk paste, and I put some baking soda in it to make it a little more textured. And I'm just using this as a background. And I'm not going to lie, this has not been necessarily my favorite texture. I'm just going to try it. So today you can learn from me and decide whether or not you think it's a good idea. But I kind of just want this to be a solid. But if you ever get one of our chalkable surfaces, that's what these are called, chalkable cutouts, you might want, I'm going to actually, instead of brushing it, because this is not going on very well, I'm going to actually use a little bit of our board eraser and just sponge it on. I think that will look less like I'm brushing it on. And I'm just trying to get like a surface on there because it's such a reusable surface. It's great, but sometimes it can make your picture not look very clean, like clean lines. It kind of spreads out a little bit. And this might do the same. But if this doesn't work for me, I would suggest just painting it with the regular chalk paste, and it will just put a coat on it. All right. Let's see if we can get this dry a little bit. Hello, Bronia. Part of this set. This stencil, this one. Yes, I'm pretty sure the vintage tree is still available. Although they went on sale yesterday. We're doing 12 days of Chalkmas. And actually, except for the cutout wasn't on sale yet. But the shadow boxes are buy two, get one free for sure. Maybe the second coat, because it's pretty white yet for my opinion, for my taste. I'm gonna still go back in and do a little more. I'm just trying to get a surface on there, so and I can always go back and wash it off. It's okay. It's not what you like or what I like. I can go back and take it off and restart because it's a reusable surface, which is kind of nice. Kind of built. This looks like a little bit of like terracotta almost. Maybe we'll create something new. So I'm just gonna get the rest of this. I'm pretty sure I saw it yesterday, but I didn't I was trying to check to make sure. I know the frames were still available this morning, so everything was still available. Yes, and I can get you if you just put tree or vintage down below. I'll get you a link. However, the background is not the snowman one is not available. No, but we do have other music backgrounds, or you can use a piece of music that you copy off the internet. Old books arrive at my house. I don't know why, but everybody offshoots. It's fine. They know I'm a crafter, so that's probably why they drop it off at my house. But they also drop. They always drop off old music, but I always feel guilty. Like I have a, what would you say? I have a emotional attachment to all music. Unfortunately, I'm just trying to get the big spots that are really white covered, and what's happening is it's sort of like picking up, and that's what I had a problem with when I've done this before. So live and learn, live and learn. I don't know if this is going to work. This is not my idea. Somebody else, I learned this from another designer, but it's not. Try, if at first you succeed or don't succeed, try again. That's what I'm doing here. Now I rubbed when chalk paste gets wet, if you touch it, it will like reactivate everything underneath it, and that's what's happening here. Is when I go over the second coat, something is picking up. So we are in the Crafty Bunch. Just getting this dried up here. Like I said, this is just chalk paste, and I've added baking soda, not baking powder, to it to give it some texture. Kind of just looks like a little bit of terracotta. I have a feeling it's just gonna trying to get this good and dry here. So I appreciate you all being here. We are in the Crafty Bunch for a Crafter's Choice, so all kinds of fun things. And I know Michelle has something planned up next after me with Create with Love with Libby Lou. It'll be exciting. I'm glad I could make it work today. Wednesdays are so hard for me to get in because, like I said, I homeschool, and then right up to after homeschooling, I have piano lessons, piano and guitar, and then church choir, Christmas choir they call it. So it only happens at Christmas. I'm gonna do, because can you see? I don't know if you can see. It's like textured, but I have some kind of pretty white places that I'm wanting to kind of fill in. So I'm just gonna see if I can do it. See if I can get those white spots and get a more even coat here. Still very ugh. And now I lifted another spot for sure. I don't know. This may not be the best technique ever. I did not come up with it, obviously, or I would have perfected it by now. I'm just trying to give it some depth, and I want to have a surface on here, so when I do my chalk on here, it won't come off. Oofta. I might be getting too thick is the issue. I don't know. It's going better on the thinner places. It's the thick, these couple of places where I keep pulling it off. It's not doing good. I'm going to just go with it because I want to get something done here. That in there. All right. And this is all because it's just baking soda. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how done are you with Christmas? 10 being totally done. 1, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I'm not going to get it yet. I'd love to hear how you guys are doing. It's all on my mind because we just started this week trying to get the Christmas decorations. So anyway, I'm trying to do it in little bits at a time because I didn't want to take it all out again. We took it all out and then never storage so I could do, we did do the outside. We did the outside. So we're a little bit Christmassy around here. I still don't like that big chunk right there. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if you can see this. You see that? There's kind of a big chunk out of it, but I think we're gonna go with it because I don't want to wait anymore. I have zero patience. All but wrapped up. Nice, nice. What's your favorite part of your decor my grandma made? It's really large. It's white. It's got. I'm just going over this with a little wax, surface wax here. I just want it to stick. I don't want it to stick to my transfer. The risk with this is going to be that when I put down my transfer, it might lift it up in chunks. So who knows? It's all a test. I usually give my kids all a Christmas ornament. And last year oftentimes I make them. So I try to make them a different design every year. 4-foot inflatables. Oh, do they? I didn't see any at my Dollar Tree. Ours maybe isn't so good. I am going shopping tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to have time for Dollar Tree though. All right, I'm going to fuzz this because I want it to not stick too hard on my tree. This is the first time I'm using this, so this little vintage tree. And so I want it to stick but not stick. Is that a thing? And hopefully, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I did it wrong. Dang, I did. You guys, I should have taken it off and looked. Oh, all right. Well, that was a bummer. It's the wrong way. It looks like even to me. Maybe I'll just do it to try it before I go through the trouble. And then I can always come back and redo it if it doesn't work out. So I'm just going to try it on top of this. And then I may have to have a second plan because just to give you an idea, you could hot glue this into your Shadowbox. Oh yeah, I'll have to look because we have a Dollar Tree here in town. I have a feeling that one is going to come up. You can see it. No, okay. I did want to get the presents at the bottom in Napa, which is a color of the month, but I'm trying to decide how far do the presents go. And then I was thinking, since I am doing red, I want to do maybe a red on the star. I don't know. It's unconventional. Oh, I could talk today, really. Unconventional, but I think it'll be okay. Just trying to get the presents. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. You could lay this all down in black. That would be the other option. But I want to do the tree in like a darker green. So I think I picked out Hesto for that. And I don't know, these presents are kind of hard to see down here. I don't know how far they go. They're not really defined, which is, I think part of the vintage look of it, right? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Say hello. Is it Chada and Israr? Thanks for joining in. Make sure you say hello and follow my page because that helps me out and helps the Crafty Bunch out. We're over in the Crafty Bunch today. Hello, Jennifer. Good to see you. Thank you for saying hello. I don't know if I'm just not seeing it. Just looks like for being over in the Crafty Bunch, there's not very many people here. I don't know what's going on. All right. Go towards it, Dory. Go towards it. Instead of bringing the red up into the green, bring the green to the red. That's what I'm doing. Okay. See how we did. Oh, and actually, I'm kind of liking it. It's giving little specks of red into the rest of it. And that's okay with me. I kind of like that. All right. I'm not going to rub too much because we don't want it to pull up. We'll see. Here we go. Here goes. Oh, nope. That did not work on the top. That's for sure. That peeled up the star completely. Yep. Nope. That's what I was worried about. Okay, then. See? Don't do that. This was too lumpy. Too lumpy or not dry enough. I don't know. But look at that. Yikes. Well, the good news is I totally did it wrong, so I can turn it over and do it again. We're going to start that one again. And I'm going to try to wipe this off a little bit so we can start again. Red has a very strong pigment, so it's not necessarily going to be easy to get rid of it all. But we're going to give it a good try. Thank you, ladies, for coming in here. Jenny, do you have your tree up? We were talking about how decorated are you? I am barely starting. I do my piano studio in Snowman, but that's like that's where my star and the rest of my Christmas tree stuff is. I'm going to do the back side because that lifted everything up and that was sort of a fail. So you could, oops, that was a mess too. Yuck. I'm going to put this like this. You could glue this little shape in the shadow box. That's what we're working on. It's a Christmas tree vintage shadow box. And you could glue it in there with a hot glue, but I am going to use this Loctite sticky stuff. This is my new, I'm a fan. It's my new thing. Because then it makes it removable. I love the fact that I can change out my shadow box, throughout the year. It's going to, look at all that mess. Isn't that something? It might be Napa everywhere here. All right. We're going to give this a go again. I've got this pretty cleaned off here. I can see through it. And then we're going to try this one again. I accidentally painted the wrong side anyway, but then it came off, so it's not a big deal. I don't know. That'll come off eventually. I'm not going to worry about it today. It's going to be it's messy. We're messy today. Crafter's choice is to make a mess, right? You know you're not crafting right if you're not making a mess. But really, this was going to be a fast one. I didn't think it was going to be complicated. Like, I got to cut out what could go wrong, right? See how that's reusable? It'll just come right off. So it's actually kind of chunking off. Take this down. It's just coming right off. What did you think about the colors as far as the green and the Napa? I kind of liked it. Every time I've done this this texture thing, I don't know. I haven't perfected it. I may have to give it a rest. It's maybe not my craft. Sometimes that happens, right? You try a craft and it just doesn't work. I guess it's better to try it than to get some supplies and not ever do it, right? At least I gave it a try. Gave it a good college try today. Of course, it's got all kinds of, weird things on the side. And I may come back and just brush on regular Dune or even put some chocolate or black around the edges so that this stands out. I don't want it to look dirty on my shadow box, that's for sure. This is interesting. All right, now we will start this little project again, get all of this paste off of here. Definitely making a mess. It's okay. Hey, Jennifer, how's your Christmas decor going on a scale of Ooh, that is not dry. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being I'm done, where are you at with your Christmas decorations? All right. I think we got that. I've got little greens everywhere from doing little trees and trim. My husband informed me that my little skinny trees that I like to stick in my piano room, it's time for them to be replaced. I was a little sad. All right. Shall we try this again? I'm going to start with green since I've got it open. Hopefully this will just work, right? Two's a charm. There we go. Get the greens on there. It's kind of a, I don't know where the presents and the tree begins and ends. Let's just say that. It's kind of a very clear thing. Hi, Ruth. Good to see you. Last week, I was doing a little bit more late night crafting. This week, I've just been exhausted. It's so exhausting to get to a craft fair. I'm glad it's done. I'm thankful that it was an opportunity. In the end, it's fun to do, but it can be a lot. Especially, I have a really huge display, so if you haven't seen my display, I did put up a kind of a reel on it so you could see. I'm always curious when I see other crafters. I always want to see what their displays look like. I'm nosy that way. My husband is a people watcher. I'm a crafter watcher. Is that a thing? All right. I think I still could have gotten a little further up on those. That looks 100 times better. Don't you agree? Oh my goodness. Love it. It is so cute. So cute. We'll see how easy that was to fix it for sure. All right. We'll get these chalks all done. Now, I was planning on putting a little snow. Question is, do I have snow? Oh, yeah. I have snow. Yay. In the bottom of my little, I'm going to set this over here. This I'm going to get out of my way because I can wash that and reuse it. And you've seen me wash it and reuse it now twice already. This is my background. So, and then here is our, is there an up and a down? Okay. Which way? Make sure I don't, sure enough, I have red on my fingers, so I'm going to stain this. Which way does it go? Open from the right? Which way do hinges go? On the left side? And then it opens from the right? I think that would be the right way to do it. I can always change it around, can't I? You could put little ornaments down. Like, it would be so cute if you had some little vintage ornaments. This right side up here. Down in the bottom, wouldn't that be cute? And you could even hang a couple of vintage ornaments from the top of this before you put it, like just kind of hang it over the top. All right, go back in nice and easy, no cracking surfaces. And I got black on here. This is not a washable surface, but if you work on it right away and don't let it set in, it will help. We're almost finished here, about 3 more minutes, and Michelle will be up in the crafty bunch. So we're getting there. Okay, isn't that pretty? I think it's kind of pretty. Makes it look vintagey. Vintagey. That's a word, right? I'm going to get this dry, and then we're going to get out that Loctite to put it down on the background here. Remember, it doesn't matter. That background, I have a little bit kind of gone right there. That's where I'm going to put the tree. I should have just stuck with the white. But oh well, you got to see me fail. If I can craft, anybody can do this, because it's definitely easy peasy. Even if you make a mistake, it's okay. It's okay, right? It's just crafting. It's not the end of the world. I can even see where I leaked a little, and this reusable surface, once it dries, you can just go ahead and scratch it off. It just comes right off. I'm going to use a little bit of wipe on there and see it was like a little below, so it wasn't as clean. It wasn't necessary to do that. Okay, I think that's the spot. So we're just going to take a little bit of this. This will also raise it up a little bit. You could put the tree on the front in clear, like in the like a clear frosted. You could do this several times. You could just do the vintage tree. Okay, I've got that on the back. And we're gonna, the nice thing about this Loctite is I can change it. Sort of like having a little dollhouse, isn't it? Having a shadow box. Decorating your own dollhouse. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. Isn't it cute? I think it's very cute. And like I said, or you could put like little like clear or white snowflakes. I had thought about putting snowflakes or little ornaments around the outside edge. That Loctite away. But I am going to use some snow. If I haven't dumped it, I have it in a very fragile bag because they come in fragile bags. But I like these. I've got all kinds. I've got 3 different kinds. I've got bigger ones. I kind of like these bigger ones for this. It's got a little bit of a mix of these. These are all Dollar Tree. I think maybe the bigger ones came from Hobby Lobby, but these little ones are from Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure. But they're a little more like kind of a mix of those. And then I also have that flaky stuff. So it's really up to you what you want to do. Now I will forever have little pills, little snowballs on me. But I kind of like the snowballs. I think those are cute. And we'll put that in there, and that will be, see, they kind of stick because they're like staticky. So, which is okay. If you don't like that, don't use the little ones. The bigger ones just kind of sit there. Like I said, I think it would look really cute. You could also do little brush trees in it. Where did I had one. Here it is. You could do little brush trees in there. That's a little bit different green though. And do a little scene with the little brush trees. Although I think that the brush tree, I'm not sure it really fits in with that vintage tree. I kind of like it the way it is. What do you guys think? What could I add? I would love it if I could find some vintage tiny ornaments and put them down there. You could put in little tiny wrapped presents down there, or just leave it as is. You could put like a Merry Christmas saying here, because this is acrylic. This will wash off. In fact, what do I have? This is a big Merry Christmas. I don't think so. All right. Thank you. Go over and refresh in the Crafty Bunch, and I appreciate you being here. This is the craft for today, and have a very blessed day and keep on crafting.